2021 was the year that I went full-time on YouTube, and today I'm sharing how much money I actually made from doing YouTube in 2021. Hey guys, I'm Marissa and welcome back to my channel. Here on my channel I talk about mostly life and money and how you can enjoy life while still accomplishing financial goals through the use of a budget. So if that sounds like something interesting to you, then scroll down and hit that subscribe button so you won't miss any new videos. I'm also very transparent about our overall money situation. I share our personal household budget every month here on YouTube. So it makes sense for me to sit here and share my business finances for the year. So I'll tell you how much YouTube paid me in ad revenue, how much money I've made in total in 2021 from my YouTube business, and some expenses that I had because that's also a thing as well. But to give you some sort of reference, I just recently hit 56,000 subscribers. This is what I do full time now. I quit my very part-time job in June to do YouTube full-time. I also have been staying home with my son Peter, who is now 19 months. He recently goes to daycare 2 days a week, but he started that in like end of November. So I've been juggling being like a stay-at-home mom and working on YouTube. Now that Peter is in school, I work a bit more, maybe like 20 hours a week on YouTube, but when I was home with him, I was doing like 10 to 15 hours a week on YouTube. So this is how much I've made as a full-time YouTuber, but I definitely don't work full-time, like 40 hours a week. Okay, let's dive into the numbers, shall we? Here's the big number that you want to know. Here's how much money I've made from my YouTube business for 2021. I'm going to be rounding a lot of these numbers, but the overall amount of money that I made from all revenue streams was over $86,000 this year. So that's top line revenue, all the money that I brought in. There are a few revenue streams that I have that make up this overall money, so let me share those with you. The first revenue stream is YouTube ads, and pretty much anyone who's not a YouTuber may think that like this is how you make all your money from YouTube. It's actually not, and I'll share about that soon. But ads did bring in some money. It brought in 17% of my overall income, over $14,000 this year. Now, it definitely depends on the channel of how much money you make for ad revenue based off of like the type of video that you have, and some channels will have a higher like CPM and get paid more for each view depending on what like their channel topic is about. So it definitely varies, and it also is helpful if you obviously have more views. That could mean more ad revenue that comes in. So grateful to everyone who watches my videos and that has made me money from YouTube ads. That's a really great free way for you to be able to support your favorite YouTuber, is by just watching their videos and not clicking out of the ad when you see it on YouTube. The next revenue stream that I have is affiliates, and the way affiliates work is like I get a special link, and if someone uses my link to make a purchase for something or sign up for something, then I get like a little kickback or a commission. So this year affiliates made up 11% of my overall income. I made almost $10,000 from affiliates this year. Honestly, I'd love for that to be higher for next year. I'd love to do like $1,000 a month from affiliates. This was actually the first way that I made money for my business, was affiliate marketing. It's a really easy way to make money, and you don't need to have a ton of subscribers. You don't even have to be monetized on YouTube yet to be able to make money from affiliates. I actually took a class called Making Sense of Affiliate Marketing. I'll leave a link to that class down in the description box below. I have an affiliate link to it if you want to check it out and learn more about how to do affiliate marketing. And when you make like evergreen content, then people can find your videos and your affiliate links can generate more revenue. So it can be a more passive way to make money as well. The next revenue stream that I have is from my own products. So I sell products on Etsy, some downloadable budget templates, and I also sell a couple courses. And this year, the courses and templates made up 21% of my overall revenue, which was $18,000 for this year. Now, I am pretty excited that $18,000 of my income came from my own sales and products, but I would love for this to be more, like a bigger chunk of my revenue for my business in 2022 and going forward. And the last revenue stream that I have is sponsorships. So this is when a company will pay me to talk about a product or a company in like a little bit of my video or like on Instagram or something, and I get like a flat rate commission from those companies for sharing about them. So this year, sponsorships made up 51% of my entire income, which was almost $44,000 this year. This is definitely a revenue stream that has grown a lot this year, and I'm grateful for that. I only will work with companies that I know and trust and would recommend to like my friends and family in real life, and I am very choosy about who I want to partner with. So I get many emails like every day from companies wanting to partner, but I definitely only work with ones that make sense for me and my brand and something that I would actually recommend to someone. So thank you guys so much for being supportive of the sponsored videos and sponsored posts and content that I've shared on my platforms. It's obviously super helpful for me and my business and my income. And again, only share things that I actually love, that I actually recommend. So this has been a really great source of income this year. And I remember when I started off with my business, like I would reach out to a ton of companies, like wanting to see if they'd sponsor me. And now I'm at the point that I really only have companies reach out to me, and then we're able to figure out all the details that way. So this definitely has grown over the years, and especially in 2021, this has been obviously a huge revenue stream for me and my business. So being a small business owner, I also do have expenses, and I work with a CPA and figure out all income and expense stuff with him and get it all worked out. But I do have expenses with running my business. The great thing is that I have an online business, and so I have actually very few expenses, very little overhead, and that's super helpful for me because I'm able to then pay myself most of the income that is earned from my business. So this year as a total, I'll have about $6,000 in expenses for the year, which is really, really low. I normally would go travel for like a conference each year, but this year that didn't happen either, so that also kept expenses lower. So I just have recurring like dues and subs each month, and then I'll also buy equipment and any other things that I may need for my business. Like I just had a microphone show up at the house, just got delivered from Amazon, which I'm excited to try out for future videos, and just like little things like that. So my top line revenue minus expenses is then my net income. So that's at about $80,000 for this year. And man, I'm so grateful for that. Like it's crazy to me because I've never made that much money ever in my life, even working like full-time in accounting before this. And this year I've been working like part-time and have made a full-time salary from that. So I'm super grateful. And this has been a really great year for my business. I made more this year than I did last year, and hopefully we'll continue to see that growth as we head into 2022. But I'm just super grateful. And like I know that it took work, and it took a lot of work up front. I worked for free basically for a few years to get like everything rolling. But now I'm at the point where like I make an actual income off of YouTube and off of creating content and doing what I love, and I'm just so grateful to be here. And I'm grateful to you guys for watching my videos, for subscribing and commenting. All those things are so helpful, for picking up a budget template or a course. Like all of that is so impactful to me, as you guys can see, like from the numbers that I have here. And so I just want to say thank you for all of your support and encouragement to me over the years, you know, since being on YouTube. I guess I'll also share like a couple goals or things that I want to change about business stuff going into the new year. The first thing I think would be changing the portions of my revenue streams. Like I said, 51% of my income is made up of sponsorships. I would really love for 50% of my income to come from my own products. So that is something that I want to change. So I'll need to change like what that looks like and how I need to change my business model in order for that to happen. I have another goal that I'd love to reach $100,000 in top line revenue in 2022. That would be a huge goal. That'd be crazy to do 6 figures. So I'd love if 50,000 of that could come from my own products and sales. Like that would be awesome. And if I could keep all the remaining income streams the way they are, that would be great. One thing that I've learned is that like the ad revenue that you get from YouTube shouldn't be depended on. That should be more of like the cherry on top kind of thing. And I am now much more in that mindset of like, I need to use my business to make money, and by selling my own products, doing my own thing, and then ad revenue can just be like that extra money that you get. And I've felt like I've felt into more of that mindset this year and want to continue that next year, and really just want to focus on like selling my own things, growing my business, and having ad revenue be like the little bit of extra. I also want to get more organized this year, and now that my son is in daycare 2 days a week, I feel like I have more of the opportunity to like get ahead in filming and planning and organizing so that things just aren't as crazy. I feel like many times this year it'd be like I'm working on the thumbnail 15 minutes before like this video is supposed to go live, and now that I have more capacity, more time, things just haven't felt as crazy. So I'm grateful for that. I want to continue that into 2022. I also would love to get back to 3 videos a week. I was doing 2 videos, and I noticed that like my views just weren't as great as when it was at 3 videos. So I'd love to get more into that consistency. I'm also having another baby in June, and so I'd love to be able to take a maternity leave. So I also want to utilize this time that I have of like my son being at school so that I can be able to get ahead in videos and be able to take like an actual maternity leave of hopefully like a couple months, and without it being like a disruption for my channel. So I think that that's kind of my recap. That's how much money I made in 2021 from YouTube, from being self-employed. Also, I do pay taxes. I pay taxes, and I work with my CPA on all of that. But I'm just really grateful. Again, thank you so much for all of your support, and obviously could not be here without you guys, and just like amazed that like every day I wake up and I'm like, I get to live out my dream. Like I get to share things that I'm passionate about online and like make money and doing so. And I just feel like really grateful. So thank you for that. And with that, don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.
About to leave.